I-55, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket. Every Saturday morning now in our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
We currently have a great inventory of homes that are completed or almost complete available right now that you could move in within 30 to 90 days.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
In Woodside Village, which is in Northwest Lincoln, catty corner from the new Northwest High School, we have available homes right now that start in the lower 300s. Sod, sprinklers are included, all your kitchen appliances, brand new homes ready to go. A very accessible area, easy to get downtown, easy to get on the interstate. It's just a great location. Our designer has selected incredible finishes that will amaze you. Available homes right now that start in the lower 300s.
Call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
If you're sick of catering from the same places every month, it's time to switch things up. Mulberry Barbecue is perfect for business lunches and dinners, family gatherings, holiday parties, wedding receptions, rehearsal dinners, and so much more. Delivery and full service options are available, and they can cater for anything from 10 people to 500 people. Call them at 402-937-7114 to hear their menu options and get your catering booked today. Mulberry Barbecue, located at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. You see lots of sunshine with light winds, matching high around 49. Tonight, mainly clear skies and a light breeze, low near 29. And tomorrow, we'll see increasing clouds throughout today, winds picking up too. See a high near 51. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Chancellor Brewington. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
All right, welcome in to What's Brewing, Chancellor Brewington. Got the former Husker tight end to my left. He's back for another Thursday night episode of What's Brewing, Chancellor Brewington. You guys can always join in. Starter Heyman text line 402-464-5685, and you can put a face to the voice. Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo, channel 961 if you got Allo cable. Chancellor Brewington, how's it going on what has been? It's been a beautiful Thursday. It felt like early spring today.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone. I mean, this is the day to go get your groceries. I mean,
you can go tomorrow. Tomorrow's 51 degrees.
51. I might come in here with a cutoff. That might be a little crazy.
Yeah, I might start up the grill. I don't know about cutoff, but
yeah, the cutoff's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna run some errands tomorrow, man. I gotta go to DMV tomorrow.
Yeah, I might just like go walk around outside and just breathe air, outside air for like longer than 30 minutes.
Yeah, I might go to the lake and walk around. It's probably you think the lake's frozen right now?
No shot. It hasn't been that cold.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the code too much.
Well, I guess it always kind of depends. I just don't think that, well, maybe that lake is such a small body of water. Maybe it is frozen. Doesn't probably take too long for that thing to freeze over.
I need to get some sun. So I'm gonna take a walk at what was the hottest part of the day? 3, 4?
Yeah, 2, 3, give or take.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a little stroll, listen to a little podcast, maybe.
I need some sun, dude. I'm about to fade out here if I don't get sun by summer.
Hey, who you telling, man? I went to Arizona and it was 85 degrees when I was out there one day. Like it was in 75 and sunny for the most part, but then I came back and was in for what some say a rude awakening. But I mean, it's January right now. It's been nice. Like it's been, it gets a little cold. It gets, 16, 17. It gets a little chippy, as they say. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the winter so far.
Yeah, no, it really hasn't been that bad. I always got
snowed like two times. You think?
Yeah, just 2.
Yeah,
just a little sprinkle. Wasn't nothing to be feared about. Which is always good, especially when you got a bunch of college kids out here that aren't used to driving on snow. Let's see. We do got text here. Holmes Lake had ice fishing tents on the lake. Okay.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. So there you go. Shout out to Sebastian on the text line. That makes sense, though. It's such a small body of water. It wouldn't take long for that to freeze. So I never did the ice fishing thing. So I fished before. Ice fishing doesn't seem fun to me. I'll be honest. Would you do it? Like,
I don't know.
Like the best part about fishing is you're outdoors. You're ice fishing. You're just in a tent, sitting over ice, looking at a hole and just hoping something bites.
And the thing about me is my feet get cold. So, and I don't got those fancy boots that they have out here. So
it's not just boots, it's long johns with the boots, and you gotta get the right boots.
Long John Silvers.
Man, dude, I'll rep long johns. There's days I come into work, I'll rep in the long johns. No one's got to know. Keep you warm.
No one's got to know.
No, man. When it gets cold like that, when I know that when I leave this place at give or take like 11 p.m. and it's the high today was 12, it's gonna be like 10 degrees for that walk to the car, bro. Long johns, I'm bundling up. I've been in Nebraska long enough to realize like long johns are the cheat code for a lot of problems.
No, Vaseline under the long johns too.
No, that's why.
No, okay.
I never.
Okay.
Maybe
that's
not.
That's a hack for cold football games. Put Vaseline under the sleeves, under the tights.
What does that do?
It's like an insulation. Like
that makes sense.
Yeah,
dude, that seems crazy. I don't want gel just lathered up on my like coming into work with Vaseline all over me.
I'll tell you what, I would have done anything that one day last year when it was like -20 or 25. Remember that one?
Yeah, those days you're just surviving. So then I would accept the Vaseline.
Yeah, I'm Vaseline, Long John, Silvers, everything. I would. Yeah, we just staying inside at that point. Thursday night show, if it's -44, we'll get here because we're dogs. You know what I'm saying? But
I need my paycheck, so I'll be here.
Yeah. we'll be here because we're some dogs, but no extracurricular activities that day.
No,
at all.
I'm always surprised. I've never been able to get used to the cold either. Like I grew up in Nebraska, but every year it sucks. Like even this year, it's not that bad, but when I get those cold days, still I'm just shivering.
I mean, yeah.
Like I'm that dude to have my apartment like 70 plus.
Okay.
Like 70, 71, 72 is crazy if I'm feeling like lighting up the LES bill, but yeah, I like it warm.
Hey, you can sleep like it like that?
Yeah, well, I just don't sleep with covers. I usually just sleep on top of the sheets.
Oh, you use a dog.
Yeah, no,
we
just
dog. You're a grinder. That's
brother, that's what you need, because then
Nah,
I
don't know about that one.
It makes
Text
no
in
sense to me to constantly alter the temperature of your apartment. If you just get it at the temp that you want always, you'll never need blankets.
See,
I bundle up. You just always are comfortable.
So I got a method with it though, Harrison. I got a method. So I'm with you with the apartment, right? You know, keep it warm, all that good stuff. I don't care about the heat bill. I want to live comfortably at the end of the day. I don't care. But one thing I do is, you know, when I wake up, I click the heat on right away. But before I go to bed, like right now, before I came to the studio, I cracked the window open for a second because my apartment is like 72 right now.
And you turn the heater off?
Turn the heater off.
Oh, brother, you're
crack the whatever, because my room got to be free. I'm talking about like 55 degrees. It has to be freezing. And so I'll crack it open, turn the fan on too. So it's like New York. They call it brick, like cold in there. And then I got 3 blankets. I got 4 blankets actually. Like I got 2 underneath my big sheet, and I got another blanket on top. So I sleep on the 4 blankets. And last night I on everything, Harrison. Last night I slept with the window cracked. And it was fantastic. But one night I did that and I had snow and ice on my window thing, and I was trying to close it and it got locked. And I was like a madman at like 3 a.m. one night trying to close it. And I finally got it closed. But yeah, I learned my lesson.
Yeah, that stuff's I'll tell you what though. Dude, that's brutal on the bill. You can't just shut it off and then tell it to catch up the next day.
Yeah, I mean,
but if you don't give a damn about the bill, then
you
do you.
You do what you tell it though.
Yeah, but so like when you do stuff like that, it takes so much work to get that thing hot and going again, to pump that nice warm air that you want. Once you just totally shut it off for the night, and it's turning 0 degree air.
It's got 12. I sleep usually 7 hours. It got time to recover. It's the off day, right? That's the off time. That's the heater's off time, 7 hours.
That's the thing about heating and conditioning, though. There's no off season. They work best when it's all day, never stop. I'm serious. Like you'll save more money on all your electric bills if you always keep them running with minimal change.
Because I would be up until 3 a.m. trying to sleep. Yeah, it's just how it goes.
Some people are like that though. Like most people, I just grew up in an environment where like that's how you fall asleep. You get it shivering in there. It's like when I go to a hotel room. Drives me nuts.
Oh, that hotel sleep, boy.
Yeah, I never like push around and tell people what to do, but I hate it because I go in there and I just know someone's gonna be like, "Oh, let's turn down to 60," because that sounds great. And sure enough, it's like 60 degrees when you go to sleep that night, and I hate it.
Those hotel sleeps during game day before the game were fantastic. We was at the Cornhusker.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing like it.
That's
I mean, the bed's not comfortable, but how cold it gets, it's like there's just a different type of cold in a hotel room.
Yeah, it's I think it's just a small room, so when that AC's on, you feel it right away.
Oh yeah,
like it don't take long to cool that thing.
Oh
down.
yeah, they put melatonin in the air too. But okay, so we obviously aren't going to talk about sleeping in cold the whole time. There's a bunch of news in college football today. Fedoni enters the draft. And this was interesting. You know, Borkature goes and hits the portal. And it's funny. We'll talk about that. How guys are testing their value. You know, like their market value and what they're worth. By going in the portal for a little bit. And we saw that with Emmett. We saw that with, different guys, go in there and come back out. And it got initially reported that Fedoni hit the portal, right? So I don't know, maybe he was, this is the way I process it. That information is, okay, he went in the portal, right? Was still trying to receive some type of draft grade, some type of, feedback from scouts.
Seeing what offers are coming in too, I'm sure.
Yeah. And so, he's probably just weighing his options. And if you look at this tight end class, not super crazy. Of course, you got Tyler Warren, and a couple names, of course. But I honestly, I know some people feel whatever type of ways. Honestly, that's their own opinion. At the end of the day, it's Fedoni's choice. But I'm happy for him, and I think he's a guy that his best football is ahead of him. And I wish he would have stayed. I wish he would have either stayed or went somewhere, where they would have used him. But they're going to, the body type, they're going to find a way for, he's going to get in the league. That's not the question. It's more so like where and in what role is he going to start off with? You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be where and how long. It's like, can you keep that job once you get, because It's like any pro league. It's like they don't really care. They're going to recycle. Like next year, you got a bunch of other new tight ends that they're very quick on it. Like Fedoni's not going to be one of those guys where it's like a high protected. Okay, we're going to work with this guy for a while. So he does have like the size. Curious to what his speed tests out at.
It's going to be nuts. I mean,
he still got? I mean, because it's kind of hard. You didn't really get to see us utilize him a ton this year, and like you'd see him on like just small routes. I don't think we threw anything deep to him on any seam. So I never really got to see a full look on how quick this guy really is.
Yeah, he's gonna test off the charts. Like he's gonna be a 4.5 guy.
He was a freak athlete coming into the university.
He'll be a 4.5, and just because he's so long, probably like 37, 38 vert. I could see him jumping like a 10.7.
He seems like one of those 40s.
Yeah, and 5.10.5, I think he moves well there. I think Eldro will probably be one of the. I don't know. He moves really well, even with the the 2 ACLs. Like he.
Well, I forgot. We got to see him in that Nebraska dunk contest. It was him, Lloyd.
Yeah,
and
Emmett Johnson,
Harvard,
and
Harvard was
Harvard,
there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fedoni's got hops, man. I remember it now. He's definitely probably near high 30s.
I mean, obviously they measure it through your arm length, so he's already got like those long arms that hang, past his daggone shins, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna go against him a little bit with the vertical jump, but yeah, I think he's gonna test out the charts, and I think if you go talk to him, you're gonna see it. As the team go talk to him, they're gonna understand like this dude's super intense and he believes in himself.
So. He works his butt off, that's for sure, because the guy just everything he went through at Nebraska, he never quit.
Yeah. So I mean, there's qualities there that are attractive, and hey, listen, guys are gonna see his body type and they're like, wow, like if you get around him, especially with him probably gonna put on some weight, whether it's look a little thinner, look a little lean, put a little bit mass on, whatever his training facility says that he needs, he's gonna definitely turn some heads. So yeah,
I think he's gonna be more of that receiving tight end too in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna expect him to go block Khalil Mack or Joey Bosa or Nick Bosa, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch though. I am excited for it. He definitely has the stature, and we know potential sells, so he's gonna have that going for him just off his size and again that athleticism, especially if it's testing out the way we kind of knew what it was at the beginning before all the injuries. We got to see peaks after the injury. If it's anything even like close to where it was, like he's gonna have some opportunities. Other than that, Husker NFL news. Anything else really intriguing you as of late?
Not too much. I'm happy for Cam Jurgens, of course, making a Pro Bowl. That's pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at his journey. I mean, come here I believe he came here as a linebacker, went to tight end, from tight end put on 50 pounds, moved to center, had issues snapping first year.
He had to deal with so much unnecessary hate too.
Yeah, people thought he was going to be the worst thing, and then all of a sudden Frost says compares him to Remington, and people lose their mind. And then the next year Ohio State, Oklahoma, we play top talent, Michigan, and he's acting like they're JV kids, right? Just throwing them out the club. And so he's a phenomenal talent. If you ever got a chance to watch him in practice, it was evident that this dude is different. He thinks different. He eats different. He walks different. I mean, like there's just something different about him. And it was an honor to be able to play with him. I got to see him this past offseason, just chop it up with him. He's an awesome dude, super humble, super hardworking, and
good representative of Nebraska.
Yeah,
athletics.
Local guy. I mean, the word grit. I mean, that's if you want a spokesman. I mean, if the aliens came down to Nebraska and said we need one guy to represent the word grit, I probably thought I Cam Jurgens.
Yeah, that or Goggins. Like one of those guys I feel good with either or.
Goggins is from Nebraska?
Oh, from the state of Nebraska.
Oh, I was about to say.
I was just like thinking of a tough dude.
I
was like, I'll throw Goggins at anybody.
I was like, I did not know. I'm like, everyone's from Nebraska.
That'd be incredible if he was. No, but I will say it is just one of those things where I totally lost track. What were we even just talking about?
The aliens coming down to
before that.
Cam Jurgens.
Yes,
representing.
One thing I was going to say about Scott Frost, and he deserves credit because high school coaches got to do this every year too. like, especially when you're talking about offensive line, really hard to do in college football. But in high school, you see it. Like, you're going to get 4 good linemen. You're always going to be like at least one short, especially in high school. And you're going to have to find some kid who's, this kid, he probably needs to put on some weight. He's not there yet. He's got to learn a new position. But all the coach knows, like, this guy's a dog. Like, he's going to work and he's going to listen to me. I know he's going to work. Like, those are the guys that you get those incredible stories like Jurgens. Like Scott Frost, I give him credit. He identified that. Like, I know this is a big change, but I know this kid's going to work. And, like, he's going to listen, and he's not going to have fusses about having to do all this extra stuff to get ready for this position. And even through that year where it wasn't super pretty at times, like, the dude just kept working.
Yeah.
And, I'll give Frost some credit there. Like, you got to identify that guy, because if that's not Jurgens, that year of really harsh media attention, that probably breaks a lot of guys right there.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you saw it with that O-line, in general. I mean, the next 3 years, some guys on the O-line took the criticism that they took was
unreal.
I mean, I got to see it firsthand on like the mental effects of what
you damn tight ends always get away with it.
Well, I mean, I did my job
sometimes, but I will say sometimes, like, it always bothers me because I played tight end in high school, obviously, not the same level, but there's times you can see I was like, oh, tight end whiffed on that one, and then they'll sack, and then you'll go on X, and people are just bashing the offensive line. It's like, but that wasn't the tackle that you've been hating on all year. That was actually that strong side tight end that whiffed.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't let no one get sacked though.
No, you were a good blocker. Yeah,
I mean, I feel like really nobody in tight end room while I was playing.
We had good tight ends in your era for sure.
Yeah, that was unacceptable.
We've had a good run of actually some decent tight ends here at Nebraska. We haven't always been able to utilize them the best, but we've had some talent there.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't utilize. I mean, there was a bunch of talent you utilized, and that's just kind of how it goes when you're not winning football games. Somebody's not getting used, right? I mean, if everyone,
that's a good point, right? If you're losing ball games, somebody's getting used improperly.
Yeah, that's kind of the commonality. If you're winning a lot, I mean, Georgia, go look at Georgia. I mean, 2022, 2023. I mean, everyone in that offense getting used. I mean, you got Darnell Washington, Brock Bowers, Lad McConkey, all these different guys getting used, and everyone's getting exposure. Everyone's, whether it's 2 balls here or a good block or this or come in for a play. I mean, you think about those Clemson games, like everyone was getting used. You think about Bama.
Bama was really good at it because
Yeah.
they just have games. Saban be like, guess what? Receivers, you're blocking today. Today's the running back's day to shine. We're just going to grind the ball out and just play a totally different brand of offense.
Yeah, and I think when you're on those type of teams, I guess from outside looking in and hearing actually testimonies from guys playing on those teams, it seems to me as if they understand that if we win, we're all going to get what we want. And what we want, obviously, is to go to league or for personal advancement and all these different things. Like, of course, it's the collective of the team, but the individual has some goals too.
Yeah.
And I think the more you win and the more, you understand that, now you play selfless, right? I think a lot of guys, they get in a place where it's like, I need mine. But that's really ignorance, because at the end of the day, if you know that if we all win, I get exposure, you get exposure. Ty Robinson shouldn't have been on a third Big Ten team. You should have been first or second team. Why is that? Nebraska didn't win, right? If they won 9 to 10 games this year, or if Ty Robinson played that same season on Oregon or Ohio State or Penn State, he would be first team, all Big Ten, and I mean, just a national name. Like, that's just how it goes. So I think those type of teams, especially, think about Ohio State, just like selfless play, at the end of the day, it just boosts your stock. It just boosts your stock, not only the team, but yourself.
Yeah, we see that all the time. Like, especially, fair or not, players that get drafted typically come from good teams. You're going to find some gems every now and then that came from a not so great team that gets drafted in the first round. But more often than not, there's a reason they're all coming from Bama, Ohio State.
Yeah.
Not only are those good programs, the coaches in those NFL teams trust those programs. It's like, I know this kid's getting developed the right way because this program has a lot of success behind it, and a lot of their former players are good once they plug in. Nebraska, you're looking, unfortunately, at like guys here and there.
Yeah.
And it's not always the same, and you don't always trust the coach because we've had a plethora of different coaches. Rule, luckily, probably has a lot better connections. He's probably got a lot more trust with maybe some of the NFL. he wasn't in the NFL for a ton of time, but he's got a lot of staff that have been in that circle. So with that being said, though, we will go ahead and throw it to break here. Don't go anywhere. We got a couple more segments. What's brewing with Chancellor Brewington? We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call John Henrys at 402-435-5555 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-435-5555.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Davis Plumbing has been in business for over 15 years and is currently searching for journeyman plumbers to join their team. Experience is preferred, but not required for all applicants. When you join the team at Davis Plumbing, you'll receive full benefits package with paid time off. Join a small local business doing big things in Lincoln and surrounding areas. Apply today by calling 402-525-6922 or find them on social media. Davis Plumbing, locally owned and operated for over 15 years.
Ever wonder what it's like to work for a company that actually cares? At Lincoln Industries, they're revolutionizing local manufacturing while taking care of their most valuable asset, their people. When you join their team, you'll enjoy comprehensive health coverage, wellness initiatives that work around your life, and benefits that show they're serious about your future. Plus, you'll be a part of a proud manufacturing tradition right here in the community. Don't just take their word for it. Visit LincolnIndustries.com to see all their current opportunities and find out why their people love calling Lincoln Industries home.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting book. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Back to What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
All right, welcome back in second segment. What's Brewing, Chancellor Brewington? We do got Husker hoops up above us right now. Huskers are leading it 20-17 at home. Looks like they still got about at least 10 plus minutes in that first half yet. And of course, once the game hits 0, Austin Orman, me, Strickland, combination of us three will cover it for the Husker hoops post-game show. And make sure you guys get your content there. All right, Chancellor Brewington.
How have they been?
Husker hoops?
Yeah.
They're so if you asked me in the last 3 games, I would have said amazing. They're still good. This is a good season for them, but they did lose their last 3. One really tough road game. The Big Ten, they're all tough, right? They lost to Iowa after leading by 15 in the second half. Iowa just hits a flurry of threes. I think they shot like 55% from 3 or something ridiculous. Purdue beat Nebraska 106-68. Huskers were on the road, missing one other loss. They lost 3 straight. I'm blanking on one, but they're good. Their biggest wins so far are going to be Creighton and UCLA. They lost to Michigan State, a good team. Lost to St. Mary's, a good team. And then, of course, they beat Indiana. Iowa, not a great team, but you lost on the road. And Purdue, we know who Purdue is, especially when you got to play them on the road. So they're good. You're definitely a lot of new faces you're getting familiar with, though. And I will say, like, the guys like Andrew Morgan, Booster, you're still trying to figure out what his role is a little bit. Obviously, he's that playmaker, but offensively, I think sometimes you want a little bit more from him. But then you got guys like Bryce Williams, Juwan Gary that you're comfortable with. So it's a little bit like last year, where Connor Essegian's like Keisei Tamanaga. Obviously not the same kind of fireworks, but he can definitely light it up when he's feeling it. And then it's kind of spread it around still. Bryce Williams is that guy, but it's kind of attacky by multiple fronts. And then when you look at Rutgers, 2 of their players are responsible for 40% of the shots in the entire season.
Oh, there you go.
So they're running their offense through 2 guys. Nebraska runs it through everybody. And somebody's hot like Bryce Williams, and obviously you run it up for him, but it's kind of more of the same. Defense is good. It looks like Fred Hoiberg's team from last year with new faces.
That's good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I need to get out to one of those games.
The Vault's packed, man. The Vault is an awesome place to go watch basketball, especially because Nebraska, would this be 20 straight at home if they win this one versus Rutgers?
Really?
Yeah, their home stand is ridiculous. Nebraska basketball, we'll play this game. It's fun. The college basketball, I want to ask you this because we talked about with DeMornay Pierce now. In college basketball, it is almost borderline impossible to win on the road.
Really?
Like, despite the disparity, like, if we were going to compare it, okay, you got Ohio State. They're going on the road. They got to play Northwestern. Are you really thinking Northwestern's got a good chance for an upset?
In football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shot.
Yeah.
But in basketball, Iowa can be dog water. Even like Michigan State this year, really good. They can go on the road and play Minnesota at Minnesota. Minnesota, who's not that good this year. You hold your breath a little bit if you're a Michigan State fan, just because it's on the road in the Big Ten.
Really?
What is it about football that it doesn't, for some reason, exert the same amount of effect? Because I'm going to pull up some of these conferences and we'll just go through the worst teams in that conference and then their home record. But in football, why do you think it does have an effect, but not nearly to the same level as basketball?
I think because maybe the opportunity is on like a different scale, just in the shot discrepancy. Like, you can shoot. I mean, obviously, the points, you average points of a regular football game is probably around like 20. You know what I'm saying? So, the opportunity to score is obviously much larger in basketball, and obviously football, scoring a touchdown is a lot less common. So, and I would say the individual controls the game a lot more in basketball than football. I mean, it's a collective 11 guys, and an O lineman can't score the ball. You know what I'm saying? So probably that goes into play, that, it's just I would say it's the way the game is structured. And if you bring that structure to any environment, the structure wins over the environment. And I think in basketball, it's such a football is fan, like, yeah, momentum and stuff, but like basketball, it's like so engaging. And it's like any given night, someone can get hot. Like, And getting hot in football is like an O lineman has a crazy game, but nobody knows about it, right? It doesn't. I mean, it affects the game, but not like.
But Lou Dort for the OKC Thunder dropping 40. That playoff bubble's like, oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, and it totally throws off the probability of the game, and the chances is just now just completely just table flops the whole thing. You're like, okay, well, ESPN start off at 75. Now it's a 75% loss. Now it's a 85% win just because this dude scored 75% more than he usually scores.
Yeah. That's a good point too. I do think it's just probably that part where you got 5 guys on the court. There's a much better chance that, say if we go back to the Michigan State Minnesota game, Michigan State shows up on the road, 3 of their players have an off day, 3 players from Minnesota play better than they usually do. Football, you might have that, but it's a lot rare to get 11 guys where you're going to have those 11 guys. More of them are not going to show up that day. And then whoever that team they're playing, their 11 guys step up. Just a lot more likely that, considering there's 5 guys on the court that you can start and 11 guys for football, like the chances that you might have your starting 5 have an off day just lend themselves to upsets.
Yeah.
I think it's just probably the numbers thing. But I want to go through these conferences. We'll talk about the dominance of what it means to be at home in college basketball. So I'd say probably the strongest conference in basketball of the year is probably the SEC. So we'll start with them. The worst team in the SEC right now, they do have an okay record. It's 10-7. That's the worst team in the SEC. But their homestand is 8-3. Second worst in the SEC is Arkansas, 11-6, 9-2 at home. Oklahoma, 13-4, 8-2 at home. The fourth worst team in the SEC, LSU, 10-1 at home. Okay, we'll go to the Big Ten. Maybe that's a little bit different. Worst team in the Big Ten by far, Minnesota. They're 1-6 in conference play, 9-9 overall. They're 9-4 at home. Washington, they're 10-8 overall, 8-4 at home. Northwestern, 10-6, 8-1 at home. Penn State, 9-2 at home. So it's your bottom 4 of the Big Ten. Those 4 losses are kind of rare too, I will say. And you want to go arguably second, third best conference, the ACC. This one where it gets a little bit different because you do got Miami being Miami at the bottom. They are 4-6 at home, but then you quickly get to Virginia, California, Boston College, all 7-3 at home. And then Georgia Tech is 8-5. But you're not going to see the worst teams in these conferences have losing home court records.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed by that.
That is pretty amazing. That's pretty. I mean, you kind of saw that with Nebraska football a little bit. I mean, the home stretch. I mean, UCLA was kind of that outlier, but for the most part, I mean, Illinois too. But for the most part, they hold it down. And I think obviously you can of course go with the stats, but I would say individually, like Nebraska, I mean, they show out whatever sport it is for home games. And so that's a testament to the fans. And, obviously there's something in the water in college basketball right now.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. And that's why I like pointing that out, because when people get upset, I can see what you'd be upset with the Purdue game where we lost on the road. You'd be upset by how much we lost, but like, if you thought we were going into that one and we should go win it, you're wrong. It's just wrong. Like in the Big Ten, it's a big deal to go win on the road. Like when you win that one, that's huge. That's one game closer to 20, and you're going to have to get a few of those road game wins, and they're brutal to come by. So like when you get those, like you got to celebrate it. When you lose one, you can't pout around. But when you are playing Rutgers at home, it's kind of like the flip side of it. You got to win at home.
Right.
Because everybody else is going to win at home. Like even when, if we win this game, we beat Rutgers by 20, we go play Rutgers in Piscataway at the end of the week. I'm nervous as hell about how we play Rutgers on the road. It's always just interesting to me. Speaking of that, though, give me the best, since you're not super familiar with like basketball, or maybe you are. Are you familiar with Big Ten basketball venues?
No.
Okay. Football. Give me the best venues in Big Ten football outside of Nebraska, because we're going to be one.
As far as venues, what are you referring to?
Like you're tying in the fan base. I'd say not so much is it all new, but like the fan base and just the experience of it. Like you can have a crappy stadium, but sometimes that experience in the fan base is right. That makes it better than playing in a brand new stadium with a lousy fan base.
This is the one that throws everyone off. This is probably like my sleeper pick.
Michigan State.
When they're good.
I got it right. It is the woodshed.
It's so weird. Like they were good in 21. That's when they had Kenneth Walker and
was that when they rattled off? Like that was the transfer team, right? Where it's like all transfer portal and is the first year with
in 21.
Loxley? No, who's the head coach?
It was before him. I
I remember when I thought
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they brought it's like a portal class and they balled out and then they fired the head coach.
Yeah.
Shortly after, because after the portal year, they went back to the development and it was a disaster.
I believe what's his face? DJ Reed was there.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So and Kenneth Walker, of course, he was, Heisman candidate. He was nuts. But 21, when we went there, they were on fire. They were one of the best teams in the Big Ten that year.
They looked good.
They were insane. And then of course we go and do that whole deal. But it was, their student section is like right there. And it has that like weird vibe to it where it's not that big of a stadium.
Mhm.
Like when you really when you're in it, you're like, that's not that big. But
what's the capacity of it?
I would say probably 45.
That might even be a little big.
I would say 45 at most. Probably get 38 in there.
The woodshed. 75 grand.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they can pack 75.
Maybe I'm be honest with you. Maybe everything seems so small because, like, I bet if I was to go and like stand in the stands, like it would probably feel a lot different. But I would say Michigan State's up there.
I do like it.
I would not put Rutgers up there. I would not put Illinois. No.
Indiana doesn't deserve it. Not yet.
No.
It took a long time to get to the game this year.
Oklahoma 21 was nuts.
Well, that's game of the century.
That was, but still though.
No, like that's unreal. Game of the century. You know how big that was? My parents were freaking out. They were.
Well, that's my only experience with Oklahoma though.
To be fair, it does seem like a good venue. So even if it's not the game of the century, if it was Nebraska, Oklahoma playing, even if it was the 20th year, not the 50th year, like it would have been a big deal.
I wish I had the like collective consciousness of like where I am now and like understood the magnitude of some of these games I played in.
The game of the century, that was a heartbreaker for the family. You killed my parents' hearts, man. They wanted that one bad.
Yeah, we missed 4 field goals, I think.
Yeah.
That game. We would have won that.
That was the one where we have the big play. Don't they block the PAT and run it back for 2?
Maybe.
They have something where they block it and they run it back and it's only 2
Wouldn't
points.
be surprised.
I think that's a PAT, right? It only counts as 2 if you run that back. Yeah, that was that game. Special teams woes caught us. And then you had a incredible catch by the wide receiver. I'm blanking on these guys. Adrian Martinez over the middle, down into the
Omar Manning
in the red zone. Yeah.
I remember the DJ Graham one-handed pick.
Oh, oh my God. Yeah, I wasn't even mad about that. That was one of the nastiest picks I've ever seen.
Yeah,
from Oklahoma.
Spencer Rattler, young Spencer Rattler.
Wasn't Rattler. Yeah, it was Rattler.
Yeah, it was Rattler.
God, that's right. I really want it because I watched the QB1 documentary.
Yeah.
Did not like that kid after watching that documentary. I love Justin Fields, but I wasn't so
Yeah,
sure about
that
the
was
other
tough.
one.
That was tough.
But I think he's actually matured a lot. So
Yeah, I'm sure he has.
I'm not a real Spencer Rattler hater. After that documentary, I was for a short time, and then the game of century, and then it faded off. But
I guess I didn't get a real good feel of Michigan. I played there, but it was like, we were struggling, like really struggling.
Michigan.
And it was snowing, like, and it was like, 18 degrees. It was just, it was like sleet. Like, it was just not very fun atmosphere, and we were getting our tails whooped.
I wonder where Oregon would rank. That's why I shot Michigan State down so much, because I thought Autzen gets credit for being like one of the loudest stadiums in college football, and the capacity is like 54 grand.
Is it really?
It's not big. And after that Ohio State Oregon game, I was really mad because I heard the talking heads of like Kirk Herbstreit and all these guys. Well, a lot of stadiums in college football. I'm like, that's impossible. There's 54,000 people. There's no way that's louder than 90 at Nebraska, or not 90, but 87 at Nebraska, or the Woodshed, even 75. Like, if those places are packed, Autzen Stadium is not. There's no way 54,000 is going to be louder than 75.
I don't know, man. Maybe
it looks beautiful though, location wise. Beautiful stadium. I do like the design of it.
I'll tell you what. I always wanted to play SEC ball. I always want to play SEC ball or like ACC. My whole dream was I wanted to play at Clemson one day.
That's an awesome field to play at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, Clemson. That was watching the Deshaun Watson battles back in the day. Those were that's college football. Like that's him and Jalen Hurts, and I forget who the quarterback before, like when Deshaun was a young cat there. But those battles, I mean, Mike Williams, Deion Kane, Hunter Renfro, OJ Howard from Bama.
They were stacked back in the day.
Bo
A
Scarborough,
conference.
Derrick Henry. I mean, they had. I mean, Jerry Jeudy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, Calvin Ridley. They had.
Where's Jerry Jeudy from, then?
Yeah, but I think Jerry Jeudy was like.
He's later for sure.
Yeah, I think he was 20. Actually, no, because 20.
Has he
was
been
my
in the NFL that long?
He was my year, 2017. We were in the same class, so 2017. So yeah, he would have played in. He probably would have redshirted, or maybe no. He was a true freshman. I think he played. Yeah, so
he was good. He probably played.
Yeah, Jerry Jeudy was definitely in there, and I mean, those games were phenomenal.
Yeah, I always think if I was a college football player too, the one I'd really want to play in is LSU.
Oh my
gosh, that's just like I don't care if you like LSU or not. Like that's an awesome environment.
Yeah,
like if you get a night game in LSU, like that fan base, they love it. The weather's always kind of right for it. It can be a little humid, but if you're playing at night, it's not gonna be too bad. Like that's one of those iconic places. I've never been super big on the USC Memorial Stadium.
I'll tell you what though, one thing I used to tell the younger guys, like once I got older and like gained a different level of like awareness of like just how it's not that serious, and to enjoy the moment a lot more. I used to tell guys like, young guys that would room with me and stuff, like when we get to stadium stuff, take it all in. Like don't like be focused and of course like prepare yourself and mentally get in a certain place where you're ready to play. But like take it all in, like take in the hotel experience, take in
dude, it's awesome.
But it's really hard to differentiate taking it in and really locking in. So
you can do both. There's players that they'll come out for the halftime Super Bowl show, right? Like if you can do it, you can do it, but you got to make sure you're one of those guys that can lock back in.
But it's more so like inside of especially college football, the structure of the program, coaches will instill the seriousness and the strictness. But I think, they do that to control, of course, and you don't want chaos in the organization. But the more I think you allow yourself to just have fun and take in the experience, you look back and like, oh, I really did analyze and take in and, really can be grateful for the situation because I was like really present in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well said. We'll throw it to break with that. One more segment. What's brewing? Chancellor Brewington. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few minutes.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Bryant at 402-467-1111 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-1111.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Make the 2025 deer season your best yet. Come to the Nebraska Deer and Game Expo Friday, January 17th through Sunday, January 19th. Check out the hunting seminars, browse the hunting and outdoor exhibits, sign up for the 360 blind giveaway, compete in the Big Buck and Monster Shed contest, try the 3D shoot and more. Get tickets at the door. The Nebraska Deer and Game Expo, January 17th through the 19th at the Sand Hills Global Event Center. 84th and Havelock in Lincoln, presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate.
Hello, I am Ayanna Blake. Welcome to Mind Your Mind. In this new chapter of our lives, let us focus on the things we can control. This week, I was passing by the television and overheard Mel Robbins talking about her newly released book titled The Let Them Theory. She said, the message with the Let Them Theory is that no matter what's going on outside of you, the power is always inside of you. She went on to say, the two words, let them, are the key to helping you see what's in your control and what's not in your control. Let's take a brief second to acknowledge what we can control. We can't control others. We can't control their actions, beliefs, responses, or lack of. I encourage you to center yourself on things you can control and watch the gift of peace overtake you. I am Ayanna Blake, reminding you to mind your mind. For more inspiration, connect with me on social media or visit AyannaBlake.com. Until next time, take care of your mind and keep moving forward on your pathway to wellness. And remember, let them.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK, make flying easy.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf. Wall-to-Wall Wine & Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine & Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Back to What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
All right, welcome back into What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. Chancellor Brewington to my left, as always. And to wrap up the show, Chancellor Brewington, I'll have you break down a sermon for us. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm about to say,
no, we won't bring that.
I'll fire one up.
Those are off air, unless you want to bring a sermon to the people. But real quick, we do got Husker Hoops. Unfortunately, it's a tied game right now. 2 minutes left in the first half, 35-35. Huskers with the ball. And there goes E. Brick. All right. I want to say Huskers up by 3, but
yeah,
not quite.
Can't always do that. No, I guess we can. I mean, we got a couple minutes left. I guess we can leave some type of encouragement for the people. And we usually start the show off with some type of encouragement. We can end it.
Yeah, we started off with weather this time around. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's a universal topic everyone can relate to. I'll say this: I'll say this. I read a fantastic book a few weeks ago or a couple weeks ago. It was called You Can Find It. You can have whatever you want if you find it within yourself. And the concept of the book, it does tie into some biblical text, but it doesn't take a religious standpoint from it. But it just talks about how basically most people in this world, a large percentage of this world, searches outside themselves for their purpose, for finding out who they are. And in essence, that's kind of disrespecting and really not acknowledging your creator, right? Because I guess the fundamental idea, if you want to look at the Bible or look at any type of quote unquote religious text, it all kind of corresponds and comes in harmony and says that there's some type of creator and he has put you here for a reason and a purpose, and everything for your purpose he's already put inside of you. And so I think it's the self-discovery, it's the inscription above the temple of Apollo in Delphi, Greece. It says, know thyself. I think the continual understanding and evaluation of yourself, studying yourself, because you are the most fascinating creature that ever exists, because you are the center of your world. And I don't mean this in an arrogant or egotistical way, but I do mean it in a literal way. If we are in an infinite cosmos, there's no outer ring, right? There's infinite center points, right? Because you are the center, you are the center, you are the center. So if we all focus on ourselves, we will actually better and advance society, right? And I think the individual needs to help himself, was the famous saying, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And if you flip that, love yourself as you love your neighbor, right? So you cannot do something for someone else if you don't do it for yourself. So it's the continual acknowledgement that, first of all, there's an unlimited potential inside of us. Will I ever reach my complete potential? No, I won't, right? That's just something we have to accept it. There's no mountaintop, but it's the continual unfolding of our awareness. That's the thing, awareness of our potential, and continually growing in that, becoming more aware of what we're here for and what we're supposed to do. Because I think everybody has a gift, and that gift is for the betterment of society, because there's something inside of us that's always seeking expression and seeking expression and expanding itself into greater good. And I think it does that through desires and gifts that we've been given.
That's a good way to wrap things up. I completely agree. I like that too. And especially, you're not going to get to the top of the mountain, but I'll tell you what, the view only gets prettier the higher you get up. So,
man, hey, there you go.
Hey, wrap it up with that. All right, this has been What's Brewing, Chancellor Brewington. Of course, we will have the Husker Hoops post-game show. Looks like it's wrapping up the first half now. We'll see if it ends up in a tie or if the Huskers or Scarlet Knights are leading it at the end of the first half here with about 40 seconds left to go. So appreciate you guys listening. That's going to wrap it up, at least for the live stuff. We will have a replay in between. And then, like I said, we will be back once the clock hits 0 for this game. We'll talk to you guys later. Appreciate listening. Enjoy the rest of your night.